everybody, my name is C4. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're here for episode 6 of our Madden 24 Arizona Cardinals franchise mode. We had an episode yesterday, which, I mean, if you're watching this, it might not be worth going and check that out, because yesterday's episode was essentially, we get to celebrate our first ever victory here, to go to 1-6 in an epic matchup, beating the Seahawks 35-34. It was a great game, but the follow-up from yesterday's episode was only one game. Usually we do 2 games, sometimes we do 3 games, we only did 1, because the trade deadline. We are in fire sale mode. Our owners, Jonathan Gannon, without our consent, traded away one of our best young linemen in Josh Jones to the Houston Texans, one of our best defensive players in Isaiah Simmons, who I had big personal plans from, so he just stomped all over it. And then, so I was like, all right, if that's how it's going to be, that's what you want to do, I'm going to make my own trades. And I'm not going to get garbage, junk value for my players. So we did end up shipping off Zach Ertz, the veteran tight end, to the Detroit Lions. So now that he's going to create a path for Trey McBride to get more involved in the offense, continue to develop. Obviously, there is some upside here, and he already made some plays in that game last week against the Seahawks. We talked about and discussed other potential trades. Marquise Hollywood Brown's in a contract year. Even though he does have interest in re-signing here with us here in Arizona, we weren't able to get a contract extension hammered out on the first try. But the trade offers for Hollywood Brown and really everybody else on the offense wasn't the best. And that leaves Kyler Murray in relation to the offense. And the trades that we were getting for Kyler Murray were, I mean, we'll just show you them right now, just to give you a recap. Why not? We're here for a minute. We're only playing 1 game today, so it's not like we're crunched for time. Yeah, there's not one deal there that I would make with any form of like, yes, that is the one move we need to make. Now, I will say this. There are value. Javon Hargrave right now is leading the league with sacks. He has 8 sacks, coming off a 4-sack performance last week. You look at, Horn Dog, getting him back in the secondary. That'd be awesome. But, I'm not going to send Kyler Murray for the best trade for me because, what would happen? We send him to Carolina, to ruins and derails Bryce Young's development. Doesn't make any sense. My favorite offer was this one for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I love George Pickens, one of my favorite players. I would love to have him on the team. Just, they're not giving up on Kenny Pickett right away. So, same here. Love John Mechie, Canadian bias. They're pulling at my heartstrings. Houston knows what I'm looking for in playmakers right now. But, there's just no good landing spot for Kyler Murray. So, I will get it out of the way right now. We're going to keep Kyler Murray for the remainder of the regular season. Now, here's not to say that we're not going to trade him in the offseason. Here's not to say that we're not going to have a big draft day trade or something like that. We're going to scout and we're going to do our homework on the quarterbacks in this upcoming draft class. But I just think at the end of the day, as much as it's fun to reset the entire franchise by trading Kyler Murray, I have 2 things. One is I think the redemption of Kyler Murray is as intriguing as rebuilding without Kyler Murray. I feel like it's pretty much a even playing field. And the fact that there's no trade right now that's offering us any crazy value that I want to jump on, I think it just makes sense right now to keep Kyler Murray and see if he can continue to break out, because he had a hell of a game. He was the player of the week last week, as he had almost 500 total yards, 365 through the air, over 100 on the ground. Plus, when you look at Kyler Murray, I come back to the fact that, rookie contract aside, the fact that Kyler Murray got paid, if we drafted a quarterback this year that looked like Kyler Murray, we'd be over the moon with, this guy's going to be ridiculous. 90 throw power, 88 break sack, pretty good accuracy across the board, 92 speed, 94 acceleration, 90 agility, 90 change direction. We'd be like, this guy's going to be the next great dual threat. And Kyler Murray, well, yes, he's already paid. There's still upside there. He's only 25, 26 years old. I think we could potentially turn things around with him. And again, he's coming off a player of the week performance. I don't know if that was him balling out to potential trade suitor saying, this is what I can do, get me on a better team. I don't know if this was him saying, keep me here. This is what I can bring to the franchise. So I do think right now, as it stands, Kyler Murray is going to stay in Arizona Cardinal through the trade deadline. That brings up the defensive side of the football. We had the big change, Isaiah Simmons, who was 3rd in the league in tackles. We gave him away for nothing. 7th round pick. I can't believe we got smashed. We got railroaded. We got something just out of nowhere by Gannon and the owner. We had no control over that, but with that move, we kicked Zaven Collins inside a middle linebacker, and he was very good in his first game. Big part of that reason why we beat the Seattle Seahawks. He had a couple TFLs, made some nice plays in that game. We also had Barno step up. We have Dennis Gardeck, meme of the channel a couple years ago, but he hasn't really earned that name anymore. But Barno, he had a pressure, he had a sack in that game, so we're getting a little bit better at that position. but we're talking about trades. We're talking about value. And the last big name is Budda Baker. I like Budda Baker. I think he's a great player. However, if we are at a spot right now where we are trying to think about things long term and tanking, if you will, which is kind of where we're at right now as a franchise, Budda Baker makes the most sense to move on from, because unlike Kyler Murray, there's actually some value getting thrown our way in terms of Budda Baker. We talked about some of these trades. I mean, the DJ Moore trade doesn't make a lot of sense because the Bears just traded for him. But, you know, Christian Wilkins, that was an interesting one potentially. We had, you know, I would take that one and run, to be honest with you. We could get Amon-Ra St. Brown. But it did come down to really two trades. One here was the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one's a little more believable than the other trade we were featuring, because Pratt Freiermuth, yes, good player. We don't really need a tight end. We got Trey McBride. But Pratt Freiermuth, better tight end prospect. And technically, the Pittsburgh Steelers could be in love with Darnell Wright, the gigantic freak of nature tight end they just drafted out of Georgia. They're also offering us a 2nd and 7th round pick. I will tell you right now, this was switched out a little bit, and that was George Pickens that we have from the Steelers in the Kyler Murray trade. I'd probably make this and deal with all the hater comments. But Pittsburgh, I mean, looking at this one, I'm not overly interested in Freiermuth because we do have Trey McBride in place. But I think that we could entertain Pittsburgh, especially starting with that 2nd round pick, and just, you know, maybe get a Pat Freiermuth, what is the Pat Freiermuth equivalent of draft picks. I think that could be an additional 2nd and a 3rd or something like that. Definitely wouldn't be in the 1st round category. But I think we take the Pittsburgh Steelers offer, we'd be looking at draft picks. Could do that. That'd be pretty disgusting if you're Pittsburgh having Minkah Fitzpatrick and Budda Baker in the same secondary. But the big trade that I was like, I'd make this in a heartbeat, and I really had to leave it with you guys, was this offer from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tyson Campbell, a 4th and a 7th round pick for Budda Baker. I think in terms of realistic value, I could see this happening. Budda Baker is a better player than Tyson Campbell. So I figured it was at least worth asking. And comments were slightly siding with doing this trade and being okay with making this deal. But then it came down the side of like, let's keep it realistic. Would the Jaguars trade their best corner and then they'd have nothing at corner for a safety, where their safeties right now are definitely nowhere near Budda Baker quality, but it's not necessarily a dying need for the Jags. They got Rayshon Jenkins. They have Andre Sisco. Sisco was awesome in college, and he seems to be kind of putting it all together right now with the Jags. So this is a tough one. I would love Tyson Campbell, man. Height, weight, speed on the outside. Fits all the thresholds that I personally like looking for in my corners. And our corners are kind of butt cheeks right now. And if we're losing Budda Baker, get something young that we can develop in the secondary. It kind of ticks off all the boxes. But ultimately, I don't think we can do it, man. And you know what? It comes down to the fact that anytime you're doing any trades, anytime you throw a player for player in a trade, they just don't happen in real life. So, like, it always, in some way, shape, or form, will be different thresholds, but it kind of kills the immersion a little bit, because player trades never happen. That's a Madden thing. So what I think we are going to do is we're going to explore the Pittsburgh Steelers offer. I mean, you know, we could just as easily sit back here and say, I want to keep Budda Baker, but I do think at this point, you know, what if, you know, on the pace that he's at right now, you know, what if he loses his depth trait? Like, is Budda Baker going to look as good if he's a 28-year-old star dev going in the wrong direction? You know, safeties aren't pivotal. I've had good safeties. We had good safeties last year in our Panthers franchise. Jeremy Chin was an absolute monster for us. We thought, like, rating-wise, he was a monster, but, like, statistically speaking, it was never really that crazy. So, like, I always feel like if we can get some good value here for Budda Baker, that might need to be the move. But I also like having, like, the name recognition. That's a player. That's a Cardinal. I don't want this Cardinals rebuild just be stripped of everything that is currently Arizona Cardinals. And we do lose a big part of this roster, a big part of this franchise by moving off of Budda Baker. So I'm going to look at the Pittsburgh Steelers offer. I think at the end of the day, man, it's best for this franchise. Like, we need, if we're going to commit, if we're going to fully commit, I think we could part with, like, our defense is not going to get any better. And I always feel like at this point, where we're at as a franchise, where this franchise is at in real life that's influencing us here, like, they clearly are trying to move value. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, this is just future-proofing, because obviously we correlated the Isaiah Simmons and Josh Jones trade. I can see Budda Baker getting shipped off before the trade deadline in real life. So maybe we're just future-proofing this. So what I'm looking at here is the Pittsburgh Steelers. They offered us 2nd round pick, Pat Freiermuth. I took Freiermuth out. And I feel like the value of Freiermuth in terms of picks, I'm getting a 3rd round pick this year and a 2nd round pick next year. I think a 2 and a 3 is about in line with, you know, a 24 star dev 85 type player. But then we also have to make it work on the salary cap standpoint. So I'm looking at Calvin Austin, just fun gadget player. Don't know if he's even really going to play a whole lot for us, but does kind of fit what we're trying to build here. 95 speed, 96 acceleration, 81 catching. This is the guy that, like, you know, if something happened to Rondale Moore or Hollywood Brown and they went down, he'd be a guy that could definitely step up. And we feel kind of optimistic that he is going to be a nice playmaker for us. We still have to make it work from their salary cap standpoint. So here's what I'm thinking. They have a lot of depth here at left guard. They got Kevin Dotson, a star dev guard, clearly behind Isaac Seumalo in the pecking order. Only 1 year left on his contract, so it's not like it's going to cost a lot. But with that, I mean, he could be a player for us. He's only 26. And we got rid of Josh Jones, who I wouldn't have got rid of whatsoever. But that there gives us the leg room here, the salary cap space. And we're not really dealing with a big-time player. Because you know, if I did this trade with Pat Freiermuth, there'd be probably half the amount of people say, there's no way Pittsburgh would get out Freiermuth. There's no way they would do it. So I feel like I could see no first-round picks getting exchanged, but a couple premier picks, day 2 picks, as well as like a nice wide receiver for us, and a guy that's going to start on the offensive line with a dev trait. So we are still gaining a dev trait. And there we go, man. Budda Baker, shift off to the Cardinals. And I will say this. The overwhelming response was to make a trade. There was definitely a couple people saying keep Budda Baker. And I, in my heart of hearts, I think maybe I'd lean towards keeping Budda Baker and kind of, but I mean, he's 27-20 again. If he would have lost that dev trait, I would have flipped 100%, being like, shit, should have traded him at the deadline. What am I doing with like a guy that's at his ceiling and now he's just losing his dev trait? Because safety's a little bit finicky with their dev traits in Madden, and we, you know, that's really the big value of Budda Baker. He was our dev trait guy on the defense. That was his additional value on top of being a 91 overall player. So this is as fair and as realistic of a trade as we can make. Also, I do have my trade settings in this franchise set to hard, so they're not just going to accept anything. So we have 2 2s and a 3, as well as a really fun wide receiver and an upgrade on the offensive line. Best of luck to you, Budda Baker. Appreciate you. Hopefully you go on and win a Super Bowl, and we did right by you. So we need someone that can now start at strong safety. If only we had a versatile defensive back who plays way better than his rating, guy that's going to be able to step up and fill that leadership void that we lost with Budda Baker. If only someone like that existed on this roster, we could make that move. Oh yeah, we got a guy. Well, the most recent mock draft has dropped. Our current projected pick is first overall, and they have us going with a pass rusher who does not look good at all, especially after looking at this corner. Kenny Hodges right now, 6'3" corner out of Syracuse, top 5 projecting, A-man, A-zone, double Bs in the catching and press. Probably would go that guy. Probably get our Pat Pete replacement. And this is a franchise that has shown to draft corners, and we definitely need corners. But it still is pretty early to be talking about prospects. Like I went through last night and kind of set a board up a little bit, but then I'm still just projecting, because at most we have 3 to 4 letter grades. We still don't know any of the attributes of a player. Curtis White at tackle looks like he could be nice. You know, if we ever, you know, that could be something where if it looks like he's the best player available, could maybe ship off DJ Humphries for some kind of picks, and he'd be our new left tackle. We have a tight end here, Marcus House, that has 3 A's, catching traffic, deep at running, and run blocking. Okay, I'm interested. I'll hear you out. Khalil Davis out of Notre Dame, very similar to that top corner. 3 B's and an A in the man coverage, 6'3". You know, that could be a guy that, if he's a better athlete than that, what's his stuff? We got to start getting these guys' names down. If he's a better athlete than Kenny Hodges, that could be an interesting value. Like maybe we don't go corner right away and gamble with our second pick. We could get a Khalil Davis. The top quarterbacks are don't look overly hot. Johnny Stoutmeyer out of Cal right now. We have A short, A throw under pressure. And I think, where's the other QB? Alexander King. It doesn't look, you know, I feel like just nature of the trade offers in the draft, Kyler Murray probably still has the inside track of being our quarterback for the foreseeable future. But I'm not seeing, like, I'll tell you right now, not necessarily seeing like a generational guy in this draft class. And I don't know if we're going to have this amount, like, are we going to have 2 first-round picks ever again? Maybe, maybe not. Honestly, I might be able to trade one of these first-round picks for a future first-round pick, because this draft class does look solid for sure, but doesn't look like, holy, There's that guy that's all A everything and runs first in the 40, all that stuff. Like that S tier guy, I don't know if they exist in this draft class. But I will say right now, monitor at the top, this Kenny Hodges corner looks to be really, really special. And we are scouting corners this year, so we will know his true talent rating before too long. But to kind of cap off the draft talk here today, we do get to set our national scouting focus. Which, you know, we have... We're pretty solid here. But I do think corner, even though we have corner mostly scouted, I think that's still like a good spot to scout. I mean, okay, let me go see. Like, because we'll set a corner for right now. We have a lot of the top corners 95 because we are scouting corners in the Northeast. We are scouting corners in the Southeast. So we're doing our homework. But my argument would be right now, looking at our corner room, even Recco Wilson to a degree. Unless he, you know, do we have any corners that are going to be here long term? Garrett Williams looks promising, very promising as a rookie, but he's a slot. We look for our outside corners. You know, there's a shot that we might need 2 corners. We might be able to draft, especially if the corner classes stay as strong as they've been in other franchises and series that I've done. I think corner is the best spot right now, all things considered, because I think with our wide receivers, assuming that we can re-sign Hollywood Brown and Rondale Moore, like, we're good at wideout. Now we just brought in Calvin Austin. Like, that is a guy that we probably want to get involved. Maybe that's a guy that we want to put in the slot. Bump Rondale Moore back to the outside. So I think corner is definitely the direction we want to go there. And we will see, as soon as we get a little bit more information, once the board starts to set, we can definitely start to get a clearer picture of the direction that we want to go in this upcoming draft. But we will have all of our homework done on the corners this year. Here are currently my favorites, just to kind of run it down. I do have 4 quarterbacks, top 2 projected there, just in case. A couple later round ones. I think this guy here could be fun. Tim Franklin has all Bs. Eric Holcomb, the strong arm quarterback, he's going to be a guy that could be our value pick. 3 Bs and a C, but right now he does have the potential for his throw power there. He's in the great to elite, so he might have the cannon of arm. This could be like that mid-round dev trait, 70-some quarterback. Love to bring that in for a QB2. Franklin would be more so getting someone similar to Kyler Murray. 3 Bs right now, and he looks like he's going to be, well, he's a scrambler archetype, but he does look like he's going to be a pretty good athlete with a chance of great to elite acceleration and pretty good speed. I don't really have much for the rest of the offense, unfortunately. I do have Curtis White, double A's and a B there on the offensive line at left tackle. We have on the defense, man, like, again, not much in terms of edge rushers. Got 2 D tackles that look like it could be kind of solid here. Jonathan Warmack has the B block shed, B tackling. We have Alex Jones, the nose tackle. I mean, they're both those nose tackle prototypes, but we need those. Like, we desperately need nose tackles right now, even with Javon Kinlaw. There's not a lot of certainty there for sure long term. So, like, those are your classic. Those 2 guys look really, really solid. At linebacker, we have Shaq Bright, first round speed rusher. We have A pursuit, B tackling. So that's just a good start to his scouting. Max Wade here has the A zone coverage. Usually we have pretty good luck with those players. For our linebackers, I'm telling you right now, just can't always just look at letter grades, but Gabe Barnett, B block shed, B tackle, A zone coverage, 6 feet tall. Looks like the combine could be good. Doesn't look like he's going to be S2. Doesn't look like he's going to be the guy that's like first and 40, 3-cone and shuttle. But there might be something there for sure. Same goes with Trent Lindsey. We got the double A pursuit, A zone coverage, projected to go 2nd, 3rd round. And we're going to have a bunch of picks. We're going to have a bunch of 2nd and 3rd round picks to get some of these guys. And look, he has a chance. He has great to elite acceleration, great to elite speed. And I could see just visioning in my head long term. That and Owen Papo for our linebackers long term could be pretty good. Corners, these are the guys that we're going to be scouting and continuing to scout, but it looks like, there's going to be options multiple days. I love the look of this guy here, day 3. Justin Langford, 6'3", A catching, B man, B press. Clearly, a man-to-man corner. That guy there can bring value, and obviously Davis and Hodges, who we already talked about, first-round mock draft. The safety room, well, we got rid of Budda Baker. We have an opening for safety. We have Devin Dotson, who has A power, B tackling right now. Definitely want to find out a little bit more about the coverage ability. He is a run support archetype, but if that pops pretty good, could be interesting. Dante Baker at Ohio State, hell of a duo they must have had last year. A power, B man, B tackle. We have Gordon Fox, who has the A hit power, A tackling. That could be a fun player. But we also have a little bit more of a value pick here. UDFA JJ Rutledge with A power, A tackling. That could just be a guy like your headhunter. Guy we draft real late, get him on special teams, has 9-9 hit power, something crazy. And there might be a really good kicker here. And TJ Klein is A awareness, A accuracy. Got to wait and see a little bit for these guys what their kick power amounts to. Because if it's elite kick power. Absolutely going to be drafting those guys. But those are the early picks here for our draft board. Pretty much just going off letter grades right now. Once we start to get to the combine, though, and can kind of dive through the athletic testing numbers, this board's going to explode with way more players. So now that we have kind of locked in, we're not making any more trades. It's time to come back for Hollywood Brown. I think we can get him with a player-friendly offer. 5 years, $77 million. Get him locked in. He's always going to be a good Madden wide receiver, man. That's why we got, we want to keep with that value there for sure. He's always going to have that speed. And once we get the passing offense going, he's going to be a weapon. Definitely not a guy I want to get. So we have Kevin Dotson, who just got in that trade. And for us, I mean, that's a big upgrade. He's almost 10 overall points higher than John Gaines, who's our current starting guard. I would like to get him on a 2-year deal. Didn't just make that trade for him just to be like, oh, yeah, you're here for a year and then you're gone. So we're going to see if we can get him here on a 2-year, $12 million, which we do. So we get Dotson. I mean, from the idea of tanking and building for the future. He's 26. You can ride your lineman to the ground. He could be here at least 31, 32. We might have a Super Bowl by then. So we got Dotson locked up. We got Hollywood Brown locked up. I think looking at the rest of the available players, I'm not saying that we're not going to re-sign any of these guys. We got Corey Clement here, who we definitely should... we'll lock in. We'll give him 3.5 for 1 season. Locked in. Lovely. Maybe he's going to start playing even better because he got that guaranteed contract next year. Or he just starts getting lazy because he has the money next season. He's no longer playing for his contract. Matt Ariza could be another guy. We'll wait and see. Honestly, he's been a little underwhelming for me, to be honest with you. I thought we'd literally be able to punt the ball over the mountains. Hasn't been the case just quite yet. But to put a cap on this, not saying that any of these guys that we're not extending right now aren't going to be brought back before the beginning of the offseason. We also have 2 spots now open on the roster. Because we traded away Zach Ertz, we are going to promote Zach Kuntz, the very athletic tight end, off the practice squad. We still have 1 spot remaining. I was very surprised to see Michael Carter available on the wire. He's going to be RB3 for us, but I was a big fan of him in North Carolina. Good receiving back. I think that's a healthy body to bring into the running back room. And with the final spot on our practice squad, let's go. We'll get the pass rusher Ronnie Perkins. He was pretty good at Oklahoma. Fill out everything. Now we're back to a full roster. Complete family. Everyone's happy. Coming off our first victory, we're going to stack another one here. Also for the depth chart, we're going to bump Calvin Austin up there to the wide receiver 3 spot. I know I've seen some people, there's a couple guys that really like Michael Wilson. But as much as we like Zach Pascal's a slot guy, we'll see if the speed works. If it doesn't work, though, Zach Pascal's made some really nice plays for us. So we will definitely bump it up, but I just want to see if the all-out speed, pink slip-inspired wide receiver room helps us out there a little bit. And also, with this spot, unfortunately for Mr. Gaines, we are going to bump Dotson up to our new starting left guard and shift all of our focus up to our new opponent, Baltimore Ravens. So how do we stop Lamar Jackson? Looks like it's to take away the short pass. So I like that game plan. Ooh, we got Kareem Hunt in the backfield. Okay. Offensively, they don't have a lot of takeaways, which works out well for us because we've been giving the ball up a lot. So maybe they're not going to force anything too crazy there. I mean, we could run the football here. Not particularly. Okay, we'll do it. We'll focus on running. We'll target Roquan Smith. And for our weekly goals, again, just going for the attainable ones. We'll go 2 pass pushing touchdowns. We are definitely going allow 30 points or less. We'll go for... I'm feeling froggy here today. I think we can go 300. We can put up 300 here today. And we will go, as always, we're going to try our best to go for no sacks allowed. I think that's the one that we're pretty much always going to try to lock in with. Now, we had a suggestion here. Now I'm going to try one last time. I was getting ready to just shift the last focus spot to Paris Johnson, so we were just using the depth traits, getting the extra XP. But someone in the comments, a couple of you, have said if you, in the running back drill, dive into the end zone, you get gold medals. Because we have yet to been able to get a gold medal with Corey Clement. Back-to-back stars, silvers, whatever you want to call it. Let's see if you guys are telling the truth or not. Okay, try my best. You're definitely getting extra points. We're getting like an extra 175 doing it. We don't always get it. Let's see right here, man. This will be it. Make or break. Gold medal. Corey Clement. Diving. Yes, we got it. You're right. You're always right. Because I do think right now, given how Corey Clement has played, I think we all can agree we got to get him off the normal dev. Maybe not run that every single time to try to get him up to an X factor. We might not even get it. Again, I've said multiple people, in my comments, I said they've got 4, 5, 6 weeks of gold medals in a row. Haven't got the dev trade like we did. We only got 2 in a row with BJ Ojulari to get him to jump from star to superstar. So there is an element of RNG to this, but let's see how many weeks we can stack gold for Corey Komet to try to get him up a dev trade. We also unlocked BJ's Ojulari's ability slot. People were saying, hey, is he actually a superstar? It's like, well, he is. He just really low rating. It hasn't gained anything. So we get our first little upgrade here, and we are very, very limited to what we could use. So we'll go Adrenaline Rush. That seems like the best starting point for him. We got 27 staff points to spend. We already worked down here to get the speed boost for corners, which I think is, that's probably like one of the big ones you want. The rest of these ones, oh yeah, I gotta get my finesse and power move for my strong and free safeties. No. This is also not a bad one here. We can jump up the acceleration up to a +3, but I think now it is time. We committed to Kyler Murray. Let's start upgrading Kyler Murray. Short accuracy, we're gonna go down this side because we're gonna get up to 3 short accuracy, medium accuracy, deep. Like, why would you pick this one? He's already a dual threat. Why would I want to just excessive what he's already good at? So clearly we go down the right-hand side of this tree, but really you want to get all the way down there and get that opportunity to get him +3 throw power. So we're gonna start right here. We'll go right away. We'll dump in. I think it's worth, I'm gonna upgrade all these, but I think it's gonna be worth right now just getting down the tree as quickly as we could so that we can just start getting throw power. Because throw power is what we really want to prioritize here. But he's getting a nice little boost here to his short and medium accuracy. Hopefully see it on display here right up now against the Ravens. All right, hell of a first pressure there by Ojulari. Feeling it with the new star under his name. I mean, it makes up for it too because he didn't have that before. We lost one in Budda Baker, so we've gained one now in Ojulari. And there we go, Zaven Collins. I think there's a chance, man. He could be our guy, middle linebacker for the future. And here we are getting ready just to trade him just cuz. Go nickel blitz here on 3rd and 8. I do think something that does help us right now against a scrambling quarterback like Lamar Jackson. We got a lot of speed on the defense. Oh, that's just, I mean, what do you do there? That is very good by Lamar Jackson. Find Isaiah Likely. There we go, the rook. Come on, the rook. Give me that! Greedy Williams! Jumps the pass for Odell. Oh, no! 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 You can't write this! Unbelievable! What was that? He jumps the route. We might need to review. His ass might have been down. Actually, I think his ass was on the ground before he fumbled that. Who smashed him? Kareem Hunt? Like he's exiting an elevator. Gets smashed by Kareem Hunt. We're going to review that, though. I think his ass was on the ground. I think that still remains our possession. It does. Let's go, Greedy Williams. That would have been bad, man, if that... The calamity of errors. So 3rd and 2, our goal this week, our game plan, everything was focused on running the football. Oh, we're going to go for this. Got to capitalize on the momentum. This should be an easy sneak. You better. What the fuck is that about? What's he? Forward progress. I think I got it. Oh my god, dude. You know what? On second thought, Michael Pierce. What was that? Aaron Donald. He has not worked for us at all. Getting ready to scrap that from the playbook. Kyler's just, oh no. Kyler's just too small. He's not Jalen Hurts. Literally, Kyler's, 2 Kylers to Murray is the same as Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts squats 600 pounds. Kyler Murray got 600 hours and caught. Let's go, Keith. Heat-seeking missile, man. Keith Taylor got chilled out, buddy. Give me the tackle. Give me the wrap-up tackle. We don't always got to go for the forced fumble. Kinlaw. He might have stepped out the back of the end zone there, but man, Kinlaw has been very impressive. That should have been a sack. It's tough to sack Lamar. But I think that's going to be illegal touching. Take the Teddy off the board. There's the speed of Barno. The close down speed doesn't allow Lamar to run. We hold no field goal. Oh, I love this play. Look at this. You want to see a backup left tackle catch a pass on all Madden? All right, the four verts offense has returned. This is actually a really good look for us. We now have 3 guys that have enough speed to get open. God, come on! Had him! Oh, it's just all right. Sorry, now I got my fantasy draft. A couple hours, 2 hours from now. I want Zay Flowers. I'm here to buy Zay Flowers stock. Let's go Rondale, man. Rondale's nice. Rondale Moore is nice. Corey Clement out the backfield. Complete player. There we go. Calvin Austin. Okay. Who's never fumbled it on their first catch with a new team? Zach Pascal. Oh my God, great see. Oh, come on, Keith! Kinlaw, man. That is... might be something there. Let's see it, Kinlaw. Hyped you up, buddy. Big moment, 3rd and 14. He won. He won, and Michael Wilson gets the interception. What is Lamar doing? Oh my God! The one time there's gonna be a guy faster than my corner. That is Wilson's second. He had a pick 6. Was it last week? The last game? Within the recent memory, man, Michael Wilson's actually been on fire. I feel like he had a pick 6 last week against Seattle. That is just, I don't know what Lamar's doing. That's something I would throw, honestly. Go, big grab there. We got 2nd and goal on the 7. I know we have a weekly goal to try to get 2 passing touchdowns, but that is not a strength of our team right now. We are going to do what we need to do to try to win. Winning right now is a priority. We don't want to win too much because we want a really high draft pick, but let's give the fan, like, at least our home games, man. Let's try to win our home games. On Simmons out here. Damn! Let's go. Everyone knows. Everyone says Aaron Anderson, best spine. Aaron Anderson, king of the spine buster. Okay, maybe king. Best spine buster was always Farouk. Ron Simmons. Real ones know. Real ones also know. Come on, man. Where's the coverage? And he slides. You know, that's why. They know they're in his range. Go for it. All right. Oh, no, they're not. All right. See it. Best kicker of all time, huh? Checks out. Pretty good kick. Man, they got a fast D-line. I know Matabuke is probably like 300 pounds, but... All right, let's try this one. 3rd and long. Quick. Oh, I love it. What is this play? Dude, quick slants. I was like, sure. We have Corey Clement and Zach Pascal out wide. This is a run play. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and make this a run play. Try it again. We'll get out of bounds. Come on, Y. Come on, Y. Oh, Rondale. Beautiful. Let's go away from Roquan. Corey Clement trying to get... This is insane. We're a review away from being 3 fumble losses in the first half. Let's go, buddy. Get that first down. That's 4 fumbles. 4 fumbles in pretty much 2 quarters. At least that there makes it a manageable 3rd and something. I don't want Kyler getting hit that much, but gotta do what we gotta do. Might just close my eyes and hit X on this one. Be honest with you, fellas. He doesn't drop it! He doesn't drop it! Let's go! Hollywood Brown! There we go, Corey. Come on, juke this guy. Boom. Boom, get out of here. I trust Corey. He's done more than enough good to give him a mulligan on a fumble. Yeah, we'll just do it ourselves. We'll just do it ourselves, take the lead. We'll just do it ourselves. Best running back in the NFL right now, Kyler Murray. Well, that's going to be a punt. That is a great pursuit by Papo and Zaven Collins. And Big Mo has shifted to the Cardinals, home team. Come on, Corey, you got this. Oh, absolutely don't have it. Absolutely. Terrible job. Oh, no way. What? We're playing Madden 04 right now? What was that? Wow. First of all, terrible. Second of all, I mean, that's the same shit we were doing with Trey McBride. Probably just gotta run this, ain't I? Oh, and he holds on to it. I like that. I like it a lot. That's a money play, man. Bail right, throw it across our body. I know it's like a Cardinals sit in real life, but in Madden, it's been working very nice. Ooh, get your blocks. Ooh, okay. 69 yards, Corey Clement. Let's yank him from the game. Make him finish on that, because, you know, sex. Pretty much, the only guy I want to throw to would be Hollywood Brown. I don't think I want to go to Jeff Swain. Yeah, that play sucked. Let's be honest. Anytime we come up with like some random new play that I haven't run at least 5 times before, it's probably going to be a completion or an interception or a sack or something like that. So that's fine. We understand our limits. 3rd and 7. Could potentially be in 4-down territory here. Oh, wow. If he one-handed that one. Thought we could get him. That would have been insane. I would have been like, you know what, Madden cheese regardless, that would have been filthy. We kind of have to take the points. And we inch closer to the lead. Here we go. Keith seeking missile. Keith. Oh, no. Popo picked up an injury. Man, we bid hard on that read option. Oh, that was bad. That was me, too. I thought for sure that was a handoff. Keith. Keith only throws hit sticks. Goal line tackle by Keith Taylor. Oh, let's go, Zaven. Back him up 2 yards. Same shit. Same shit. Saving Collins and Bardo. 2 yards. Back them up. This is where they're going to get us because we're going to throw it. We're going to go, I guess Tampa too. Like, everyone should be covered. There should be someone in every void space here. Just watching them. Just watching them get open, man. Brutal. We're 4 down turret. Need a score here. This game's over. There we go. Beautiful. I think that's over 100 again for Kyler Murray. He's averaging, I think, $1.25 a game. Got it again. Oh, he's gassed, though. Kyler is sucking wind right now. Oh, we got a McBride. Outruns Hamilton. Oh, get the stiff arm close up to the 4. Fucking Gannon, man. Gannon's getting the headset. That's what he's doing right now. Okay, let's run some bullshit here. Just fall in. Literally just fall on your ass. Get in there. Get 5 yards. It's on the 1. This should work. I have confidence that this will work. And he gets... He gets fucking Bill Goldberg speared, but that is the hat-trick rushing touchdown for Kyler. We're going to go double slants here, try to make it field goal game. And we get it. Oh, and he dropped. We had it, and he dropped it. Come on, make that tackle. Make that tackle, dude. You can tackle like that, they're just going to run this game out. Gonna throw this one, I guess. Cover 2. I'm watching 80. I'm just sticking with 80. Isaiah Likely. He is not getting this first down. Oh, damn it. Come on. I think Kyler Murray played a good game. Just, 4 fumbles, 3 of them turnovers. It's not even raining. It's tough to win with that. But again, you know what? One thing they can't say about our team is even though we suck, even though we're 1 win, every game's been pretty close. We've played teams that are way above our price range, if we'll view it in that sense. And we've hung with them, man. Kyler played well today. 237 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Throwing, but he did get 117 on the ground, 3 rushing touchdowns. That's another big-time performance for him. He's getting 400 yards a game. Clint was solid. Did have the rough fumble. Terry McBride, 99 yards. Love seeing that. Hollywood Brown had a decent game. Had a couple big shots there against his former team. Defensively, Jalen Thompson, Keith Taylor stepping up in the safety room. Owen Papo did get hurt, but should be back. I don't think it's going to be long-term. 2 TFLs for him. Kinlaw continues to be great for us on the defensive line. 2 TFLs and a sack. A Marco Wilson interception. That's close, man. Could have very easily won that one. So we've all to 1-7, but we got to have the trade. Weekly awards. Is it Kyler? Kyler back-to-back weekly awards here. Man, Kyler is, I'm telling you, man, he's doing his best. He's doing his best. He's trying his best. And I think, all in all, at least for this season, deciding not to sell Kyler at the trade deadline, I think it's going to work out well for us. He's going to give us a fighting chance in every game this season. I can see he's getting like 4 or 5 wins. Getting hot here. Could be next episode. Next episode, we'll probably get back to a doubleheader here, I'm thinking for sure. We'll have the Browns. We'll have the Falcons. Depends. Might even have a triple. I don't mind those triple header. Keep the pace up here a little bit. But that will do it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching today's video. We'll be back tomorrow. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to give you a slight spoiler. People have been screaming for. We might do an Eagles rebuild tomorrow. If I can get time to get out for you guys on Monday, we will have an Eagles rebuild. It is a holiday here in Canada. So I'll have a little bit extra time, but also that means the kiddo's going to be around. I don't know. We'll see. Well, we'll see you back here before too long. As always, first time stopping by, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoyed. Love hitting the like goals. Just love trying to get at least 1,000 likes on every upload right now in the Madden 24 season. And you guys have been absolutely crushing it. And I'll see you back here in the next one. Till then, it's your boy C4 saying peace out. Love ya. Have a good one.